that's a pretty good. You get 8 wins and points in 9 of your first 10 games. You should be happy, but Doug Gilmour thinks they should be better.
We did have a good start. Some of the games I don't think we played a full 60 minutes, where I felt out of the first 10 games being 9-1, we had some letdowns, and maybe some of those games we did not deserve to win. So again, it kind of came back to haunt us. The last 3 weeks after that, we felt a little bit of a slump.
Talent on this team, we'll see how they respond.
Kingston off to such a great start this season. Didn't lose in regulation their first 8 games. It's been a tough go since.
Even the body language of the Kingston Frontenacs, one that is dejected, their shoulders are slumped, they're slowly skating around. And
boy, the Frontenacs look like they have no wind left here, coaches. They try to lift their sticks for the fans.
You make additions by you're looking at what you have, and part of the slump, you make changes a little bit, but not much.
It's a good young team, and you're going to learn some tough lessons, especially when teams prepare very well to play you. It's almost a sign of respect that teams get up to play you now. They're not going to sneak up on anybody.
Not anymore.
And nobody's going to feel sorry for them either. They'll learn through it, and they'll be better for it.
Darren and I do a lot of groundwork as far as we're looking at every option, where we need help, and that's where we're going. A guy like Robert Polesello.
San Jose's done a pretty good job with the draft. They do get a power play goal, though. Kingston, they needed that. And welcome to the Frontenacs, Robert Polesello. There's his first and his second game with Kingston. It is a power play goal, and the Fronts are back in it.
Now, this is exactly why this guy was brought in. He left the University of Vermont because he knew Todd Gill. He played for him on Canada East in 2010, so there was a familiarity there. Also a familiarity with assistant coach Jeff Reed, as he played for Ontario in the 2011 under-17s. And so Polesello gets it on his stick, left wing, or left shot on the off-wing side, and so he's in perfect one-time position to beat Stolars, and that's what Kingston needed. Try and find a little confidence, get Polesello feeling comfortable, picks up the power play marker to cut the lead to 1.
We have a 50-man roster going into next year's draft. If we have 14 players that we can draft, we got to delete 14 players. So 3 years ago, we drafted Robert Polesello, knowing that he was going to school, but at the same time, if he ever walked, we'd get him. So we did keep him on our list. We only had 2 guys from that draft that year that we kept, and he's one of them. He wanted to come, and a great addition.
He debuted Wednesday. He showed up with just a skate, so they piecemealed some gloves and some oversized shoulder pads and said, "Go get him, son." And here he is in the second game with his first Kingston goal.
It's one of the big differences we've seen between Polesello and Billy Jenkins. In talking about the difference in players, Polesello will shoot the puck from anywhere. Jenkins had a tendency to want to handle the puck a bit more, but Polesello, as we've seen him in the few games he's been here, boy, does he ever get pucks to the net.
And he does that well.
And that's not a knock on Billy Jenkins. It's just a difference in style.
Billy Jenkins, he's a 19-year-old. Billy wanted to play more at this point in time. Our lineup's pretty full, and he felt that a change would be best.
And he's coming across. He has Jenkins with him. There's a hard wrist shot. Rebound right through the crease for Jenkins.
We made pretty much some calls around the league, and we were looking for picks. We didn't really need a player. All of a sudden, Lemmon came in, and he's been on our list for a while, going back into the draft.
Well, I think you're seeing right now, those of you watching at home, why the Kingston Frontenacs went out and made a trade for a little bit of toughness. And you see a team like the Oshawa Generals, they're big, they like to hit, and you've got to do something to answer. And that's why they went out and got Lemmon for Billy Jenkins, and somebody said that was probably going to struggle to be in the lineup.
So this is very, very important that, when we got the deal done, that, he's going to start on the 4th line, but he can be a 3rd-line guy. He's a workhorse, he plays mean, he plays with grit, and, also he's excited to be here. Plus he's a year younger, so we're going to have him for a bit.
Now here's Lemmon on a rush. Lemmon, good speed going wide. Tries to just shovel it in one-handed. That doesn't work, and he crashes into Martin. He's a guy that when he hits the ice, things tend to happen. Sometimes good, sometimes not good. McEneny, quick shot and a nice save there by Martin, and Lemmon was right there. He's going to go to the box as he slashed Martin after he made the save. Well, that's Mac Lemmon's role, Tim. We talked a little bit about it on Friday. He's a guy that is, if this is the edge, sometimes he's on this side of it, and sometimes he's on this side of it.
Well, and that's right, and that's why they brought him in here. And you know, you just want to make sure you stay either on the edge or on the good side of it, because again, it's about the team as a whole and not about you. But you know, that's what you get. You roll the dice with a kid like Lemmon, and he brings a lot of energy to this team.
We've spoke to him already. You know, he's a marked man out there at times where the refs are looking for him.
Hit to the ice, penalty coming up. Lemmon's going to get called as he knocked Brown to the ice right when the puck was at his feet and looking down at it.
At the same time, you know what, he's got to do his job. And his job is going around, antagonize a little bit, be in your face kind of hockey. And again, our guys hate playing against him, but they love him on our team.
This will be picked up by Brooke Hiddink, and now Lemmon gets dumped into the bench by Austin Broussard, and that's going to draw everybody in. Lemmon wants to get off the Belleville bench and get at Austin Broussard. He just flipped him over, and now Lemmon grabbing at Broussard from inside the Belleville bench. Boy, they better clear this thing up. I have never seen this before. Hayden just got shoved into the penalty box by Andrew Brown, and now there's 2 goals on Mac Lemmon, who is still inside the Belleville bench. Austin Broussard grabbed him by the legs and flipped him over the boards. And look at Mac Lemmon.
He's a guy, one of those sort of steady guys on the back end. Evan McEneny for the Kitchener Rangers, the 94-born defenseman. Doesn't get a whole lot of publicity, but...
And we felt that we needed experience, more important.
Play by McEneny to knock the veteran Smith down.
Here's a beautiful, beautiful hit on Jamal Smith, and that just laid it out and set the tone there.
Now the Spitz turned, fires the fastball, and that one is blocked. Speedster Lindo out of the box and on the loose puck. Lindo all by himself, trying to get by McEneny, and a great job by Evan McEneny.
Evans signed his free agent with Vancouver Canucks. He's a big body. He's going to eat up a lot of ice time. Again, he's going to play power play. He's going to play regular shift. He's going to kill penalties. And now we have, 7 defense still with Matthew Watson as our 7th guy at this point in time. But again, if there's an injury or Mikko's gone over the World Juniors, we've got a guy to step in. The reason why we went out and got Evan is because where we're at, where we want to go, and again, he's going to be a big part of it and eat up the ice time that we need, because some of these guys are getting tired as well.
Good pressure by the Frontenacs.
There you see one of the strengths of McEneny, just getting the puck to the net, and he gets as a shooting lane. Again, doesn't take the big slap shot and just gets to the net in hopes that there's going to be a rebound or a misdirection. Smart player.
That make changes at times, but we want a good fit here, and that's what we're looking for, and we felt that. Dylan DePerna, same thing. We have 3 17-year-olds on the fence right now that on the right side that, he wanted more ice time.
Playing the cuts to the middle, and DePerna says, not in my house.
Same thing. So we went out, we were looking for an older defenseman, again, that could play power play, could play, kill penalties, play a lot of minutes. So Evan's name came up, and so we got the deal done. To get a deal done like that, we did have to give up some. We got Dylan's a 17-year-old player. He's a great kid. He's got a bright future.
Back to the blue line now. Steele can't keep it in. DePerna has it. The only Frontenac without a point. Although Dylan DePerna's played well enough to get a few.
Has he ever?
But at the same time, this is what we need at this point in time. We feel that we're very, very close to where we want to be. And obviously, if we got to make changes, we want to go for it as well. So it's going to, again, we've still got 3 cards left if we have to make deals. But at this point in time, I don't think we're going to make too many more.
Well, the Kingston Frontenacs are a different hockey club than they've been the last few years. Doug Gilmour has been very patient as the general manager. He's building this team, and you're seeing it the way that they're playing so far this year.